Hey guys, M13 here, and at the moment I'm feeling unusually high levels of stress. I'm always somewhat mildly stressed, but right now it's more than average. And the reason is because I have the day off, and it's kind of odd. Let me explain my schedule a little bit. I don't teach much anymore, or next to nothing, and so what my schedule is like now is I pretty much I work like 9 to 5 in my computer room because there's a lot of stuff I need to do on the computer, not just making and editing videos, but also I've got not just making videos for YouTube, but making videos for other people and other sites, and I have some people that commission some videos off of me, and I'm supposed to make them for them, and I'm really falling behind on doing that, and then there's and then I got to keep up with my website and other websites and Twitter and Facebook and my own blog and just stuff like that, and I keep telling myself, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to register at this site and do this, and it's just I forget, and then there's my tours, so I'm fairly busy during like Monday to Friday when I'm in my computer room, and then what I do is, or what I have been doing is I pick 2 days out of the week, and those are like the weekend days. Like usually I pick like Wednesday and Sunday or something like that, Wednesday and Saturday, and then on those 2 days I take the family out, take my wife and my son, and we go out somewhere. It's family day, and those days are just as tiring and just as tiring as my other work days, because I think when I go out with my son and it's just me and my son, it's tiring, but it's really positive, it's really happy. But when I take my wife and my son out, it's somewhat stressful, because there's a lot of negative emotions, because as you know, I dislike her. So when I'm out with my wife and my son, just her being there makes me somewhat stressed or unhappy. So yeah, and then so for the last like 2 weeks or something, 2-3 weeks, I haven't had a single day where she's taking care of my son and I've just had the day by myself. So I'm really behind on like video games and just chilling out. So then today is like the first day. She took my son out, and what she did was she doesn't like me. We had an argument recently, and now she's mad at me. So she said, "Well, there's no more family days. We'll just, I'll take care of our son one day and take him out and do stuff, and then you take care of him another day, and then the other person can just do whatever they want, And I'm like, that's exactly what I was saying 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, I figured the best, literally like 2 years ago when my son was just like 6 months old or something. I figured the best way for our marriage to work would be just keep it as separate as frickin' possible. Like, I'll take care of our son during the day, and you take care of him during the night, and then once a week, you take care of him all day long, and I'll go do my thing, and then on another day, I'll take care of him all day long, and you go do your thing. And I just tried to keep it really separate, but she hated that. She's like, that's not a family, that's not, and I'm like, shit, lady, we already stopped being a family, months ago, when you decided you could treat me like shit and yell at me every single fucking day. It was funny because I remember, like, the first time she blew up at me and just started screaming at me and talking down to me like I was shit. And I said to her afterwards when she'd calmed down, I'm like, you can't do that. Like, I don't care what I do, you can't respond like that. I don't care if I just raped your younger sister, you can't talk to me as if I'm worthless shit, okay? You can get mad at me, no, fine. You can tell me why you're upset. You can explain to me. You can do what you just can't talk down to me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, so and of course I didn't do anything that bad at the time. Like maybe I forgot to buy her coffee when I bought breakfast or something like that. And I'm not exaggerating. It could be something literally like that. Like I go and buy breakfast for her, and I forget the coffee, and then I get back, and then she yells at me for 20 minutes about how I don't listen to her and I don't care about her needs and this and that. I mean, and the point is, like, if she wants to complain about me not buying coffee, that, again, that's perfectly fine. She just needs to do it like like a human being, not, you fucking worthless piece of shit, what the fuck, I told you to buy coffee and you don't fucking listen, do you hear anything I fucking say to you? You know, like, I don't need that. So I explained to her, like, you can get mad, you can complain about things, you just got to do it with a calm tone of voice. Don't yell at me, don't talk down to me, don't, you know, it's fine, you know, like, and I, you know, so I explained that to her the very first time she did it. I explained that to her. And, yeah, so what was this topic originally? It wasn't about my wife, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, it was about the stress of having a free day. Anyways, let's just finish this topic. So I explained to her, you can't do that. And I literally, in my mind, I'm like, if she does this like 2-3 more times, that's it. I'm leaving. I'm like, I can't live with someone who's that low class. Because that's what it is, you know, like, you can't, if you try to picture a high class family in your mind, like just a well-educated husband and wife, you can't imagine one of them yelling at the other, like, and swearing because one forgot to buy coffee or something like that, you know, it's just, it doesn't happen. But if you imagine like a trailer park, you know, low income, no education family, then you can imagine it. You know, it's just, I don't want to be living in that type of an environment. So in my mind, I kind of said, like, if she does this like and I said to her really seriously, I'm like, it's unacceptable for me, so don't do it, you know. And in my mind, I said, if she does it like 2-3 more times, then that's it. I'm just gonna have to leave because I can't live like this. And then she did it. I don't know, another, what's a realistic guess? Another once a week for the next 2 years, you know, like more than that maybe, once every 2 days, 2-3 days, you know, it's just so funny because in my mind I had a limit, and the limit was like 3, and then she did it another 200 times, you know, and it's just like, so by the time she'd done it like the 50th time or something, and that was 2 years ago, I've already decided, I absolutely dislike this person. I care nothing for this person anymore. Yeah. So, and then it was at that point that I tried to salvage what I could of our marriage, in the sense that I just wanted us to do everything separate, so we could so that way, because people keep saying leave. She's incapable of taking care of my son by herself, you know. I see what happens, because sometimes when I get my day off and I'm doing my stuff in my computer room, I can hear her like losing her patience, losing her temper with my son. I can hear my son crying, and I'm just like sitting in the computer room getting stressed. When I take care of my son by myself, he doesn't cry. You know, I can take care of my son for an entire day, an entire 2 days, and everything goes smoothly. He doesn't cry. Everything goes smooth. And then she takes care of him for like 3 hours in a row, and then she'll be yelling at him, and he'll be crying, and it's just like, I don't understand why does that not happen when I take care of him? So I can't leave, because I won't leave my son in such a destructive environment. So, and people are like, well, it's better if you leave, because if you stay, then there's negativity around him, and that's bad for him. And yeah, I understand your logic, but it's not true, because when I stay, like I said, for the most part, we do a lot of stuff separately. So we're separate. So it's not like we don't yell at each other. We don't walk around like yelling at each other or anything like that. It's like she'll yell at me once a week or something, and then the other time it's yeah, well, that's recent. You know, it's different. If I'm contradicting myself, I'm not really contradicting myself. I'm just talking about this different. You know, 2 years ago was much worse, and recently it's a lot better. So, you know, 2 years ago it was like once every 2 days, and recently it's like once every 2 weeks or something. Yeah, so what was the point of this? So yeah, so now I have a day off. This is my first free day, you know, no son, no wife in weeks. And about 2 months ago, I brought my son along this road. This is not near my house. And the last time we were here was like, yeah, 2, maybe 3 months ago. And while we were here, the school was on, and there was kids playing ball out there. So he keeps pointing up at this wall and saying ball, ball, because he remembers that 2 months ago there were some kids playing with a ball in here. Shoot. There's no balls, JD. There's no balls today. Oh, you think that window doesn't have balls, so this one maybe does? Is that what you think? Yeah? He's saying choo-choo. He's saying cho-cho. Cho-cho is Chinese for ball, but he can't say cho-cho, so he says choo-choo. Cho-cho? Where is cho-cho, JD? Where? Is there a ball? There's a ball up there? Okay, let's look. Let's look. Okay, where's the ball? There's no ball, JD. No ball. Bye-bye. Bye. There's no ball.